play Final Fantasy 14. I play Final Fantasy 14. I used to. I haven't played it in a while.
Yeah, it should come
But you've been
back.
up to date, and Square's been great with this game because they've released so much stuff for free and at a fairly regular schedule. It's been out for a year, a little over a year.
It'll be a year
The new
next month, I believe.
Realm Reborn.
Yep.
Time flies, and haven't even gotten a full expansion yet. And a lot of this stuff has been great because they're constantly adding new stuff and new ideas and new systems to the game. But one didn't work out so well, and you brought it up at a recent meeting, and all of us were fascinated by it. So they added the hunt, but the hunt did not go as planned. What's happening with the hunt, Mr. Damiani?
So for those who don't, for the people who don't know, hunts or the hunt, whatever the hell they call it, these involves players going to track down monsters within the world. When you play the game normally, each zone there are monsters already populating it, but these are unique ones.
And I remember notorious monsters from 11.
Yeah, so it's a little bit similar to that. Not quite the ridiculous amount of waiting, but they only spawn so often. So you find them; they're kind of hard to find. They can appear anywhere in the zone virtually. And then once you find them, they're pretty powerful, so you can't kill them alone. So you need to have a party of people, and even not just one party, but you get a bunch of people to come kill them, and then you're rewarded for killing them. And they added a new currency to the game, and they're called hunt seals. I'm just gonna call them hunt seals. I'm sorry if I got it wrong. They have too many damn seals in the game, by the way. So it's another type of seals, and you trade them in for items, various things that you can use. But two of them, more importantly. One's called, the nicknames, the Sands and Oils. I'm just going to call them that. I forget their full names, but we just call them Sands and Oil. And if you look at your character gear, you have your physical gear, like your armor, your helmet, your pants on the left side. Then you have your accessories, like your necklace and rings on your right side. Sands are used to upgrade. There's a set of I-100, level I-100 gear, which is close to some of the best gear in the game for certain characters. But you can up it to level 110 by using a sand on one of your left side pieces or an oil on one of your right side pieces. So they go from 100 to 110, which puts it on par with the best gear in the game that you can get from something called the Second Coil Bahamut, which requires a lot of skill, a lot of coordination. It's a raid thing where you got to meet at certain times. So you can see the appeal of this is that there's another way to get this type of stuff by not having to go through difficult content. So. And not only this, it gives you tomestones of mythology and tomestones of soldiery, which are used to purchase better gear in general as well.
Oh, okay.
So you're getting three types of currency, really, and the thing is, really easily. And so what's happened now is that's the concept for it, and there's ranks. There's C, B, S, A, B, and C ranks, and they're more difficult
Of
based
the
on
drops
rank.
or of the monsters?
Of the monsters. Okay. And obviously the S ranks are huge, giant things that you can't miss, but it takes a group of 100 people to beat them. But you get a ton of the reward's huge for that. So what's happening is the creators thought players are going to harmoniously get together. I found a monster. I can't take it on myself. I'm going to call for help. Hey everyone, come help me and let's kill the monster and let's all get this big reward. And I actually read some Destructoid posted an article where that was the experience they had on another server where it's, people are working together. This is great seeing everyone work together. Unfortunately, on the server I play on Ultros, things have not gone as planned. It has caused a lot of animosity between the guilds, essentially, the free companies in the game. There's a lot of animosity between guilds right now because people are just accusing each other of, you won't wait for everyone to show up. What they'll do is you won't shout out the location for this to everyone. You'll just tell all your guild mates. They'll come. You'll kill it real fast. And if you hear anyone else is coming, you'll zerg it really fast before they get there, so they don't get any credit, and only your team gets the credit. And then this is the whole thing about competition now. So people are hey, please wait. We're on the way. There's no harm. As long as you get a hit in. And you're in a group, you're going to get full credit for it. It is designed that way to give you the full reward as long as you meet the appropriate conditions. Just some people are just so obsessed with this that they
Yeah.
just jump the gun and do all this crazy stuff.
So you're thinking of something for an MMO, you always have to think of the absolute worst case scenario of just
Mm-hmm.
like how can players use this and abuse it. It's like traffic laws, you know. It's like you can't. Something might sound perfect, you know, because if we all just obeyed the law, then that would be great and that would work out perfectly. But yeah, people are gonna takes what they want to takes. I was thinking about this, and I wonder if there were like some kind of alarm system where the second you trigger that, it doesn't start the battle like right away. Like you aggro the thing into like a short like cutscene, or like it says something before it fights you, or like does a little bit of like posturing before like the battle actually begins, and it sends out this worldwide ping that like, oh, they found this monster, and so everybody can come running. You know, they get a chance to like run in.
I mean, that might give people more a jump on it. The problem is not being alerted that it's there is a problem. It's how fast they die. They die so quickly that if you're not there within a certain, like, as soon as someone pulls, you got like seconds to do something. If you're not there within seconds, you miss out completely. So say you teleport in a zone, and it's like all the way on the other side of the zone. Someone's shouting, like, "Oh, it's over here! Come get it!" And then you go, "All right, just wait for me. I'm on my way." And then you get there, and like it's dead. And you see everyone dispersing. It's like, well, what the hell? So I mean, you could argue that like, hey, you know, it's like it's a competitive thing. Like, you know, if you found it, it's yours. It's your claim. It's like it's a hunt. You know, this is how it works. The thing is how vile people are being about it. There's a lot of name calling going on when you get there. Like if a group shows up, they missed out, they'll just start like picking on someone and be like, you know, calling them all sorts of like names and stuff using like, I hate to say it, like racial slurs, or
Right.
like a lot of things against like, a lot of like, you're gay and stuff like that. Like
Right.
that type of shit is thrown out. And it's like, really, do you need to say this type of stuff? And it's like, come on, there's other stuff to do in the game. And that's the second part of the problem, besides people being really nasty. Like before this point, you'd encounter maybe one bad seed every so like rarely in like a raid or something.
In the game for
yeah,
everything,
when
right.
you pug something with random people, you might have one guy who's an asshole. Like, I expect you all to be like god tier skill like me. And like, oh, you're a newcomer, I won't run with you because I don't want to like take the time to teach you stuff. That was very rare. And even then it'd be like, well, that guy's an asshole. I'll just never like play with him. I've got lots of other great players to play. Nothing like this had happened before where just people are just being so like rude to each other and
Yeah.
just being assholes in general. But the other problem with this is because this is so easy and so obsessive, so many people are only doing hunts right now that no one's doing anything else in the game. Like all this other great stuff they have, it's just no one's doing it because
all the queues have
because
run
you can
dry.
get because there's so many things you're getting rewarded with that you
Yeah.
get from other things. It's just, oh, I can get it faster from doing this. Why should I run dungeons?
But that's another temptation too when you update something new to an MMO and you want people to try it, and so it's like, well, we got to make this the thing to do, otherwise no one's going to want to do it. But yeah, there's so many fine lines, so many gray areas within MMOs. The other issue is that this is a Japanese company that's making these games, and I might be totally ignorant to this, but like I imagine the Japanese much more than the Americans get this and use it and do it, and they're fine.
Yeah.
Just from playing with Japanese players, they're all awesome, and so I just imagine this as far as like the Japanese audience for 14. I bet they don't have a problem with this. I bet they're all actually managing it. I wonder if you could have some kind of a trigger that the monster was going to happen sometime in the next like 5-10 minutes. Like some leaves would swirl up, or some clouds would come in, or like something, or you'd hear like a roar or something, where like
Yeah.
you could have guys like policing areas, and so they could send something out so everyone could just be like waiting for it when it shows up.
And there's so many people camping out now that they kind of there are people doing the lookouts. There are also people with crazy theories about how to spawn them. Like just today, like last night, someone was saying like you have to find the highest tower in the zone and jump off of it and get to 1 HP. And if you do that enough times, it'll spawn the monster. So like I was like, man, there's some crazy myths and like rumors coming out.
But I kind of like
this.
that. That's
Yeah.
why I'm really entranced by MMOs. I love the genre. I love open worlds. I love anything where just is kind of like the Wild West. You kind of leave it up to the players to determine the rules. So I like that. It would be fun for me if I was on a chocobo and like hadn't heard about this. I hadn't heard about the update. I learned this from you that they added to it. And so like if I were to get back into that game, we'd just be running across some area and see like 40 people just waiting for something to happen, and it's like, wow, this is some crazy dynamic world event that I stumbled across.
Yeah.
So it sounds like it could work out, but it's just
I mean,
we're horrible deep inside.
they did. So Square Enix did issue an emergency update, not last night, the night before, and they tried to adjust the hunts. They basically increased the HP on every rank monster so that it would take longer to kill. and then they made the requirement for getting full credit a little bit less, so that if you showed up, they're basically giving you a better chance to get there and get your hit in, if people like didn't wait for you. And the first night seemed fine, but it seems like even today, like after a full day after this has been out, there still are people doing the same crap. It hasn't really done enough to fix it. So a lot of people are tossing out ideas. The developers, like GMs, are talking to people in the game, asking like, hey, how you feel about this? Like, what is this? Like, how bad is this? Like, how do you feel like this is balanced? Blah blah blah. They are talking with the community right now, and like they were really quick. The fact that within a week they did an update to fix that, and the fact that they're willing to do that, I feel that they're just going to keep monitoring the situation, and hopefully they come up with a solution that will like balance it out a little bit more. They'll be a little bit more fair, but also encourage people to keep doing it as well, not discourage it, because we don't want it to go away. Because as you said, one of the best things about it is for people who've already hit level 50, you don't really do much exploration anymore. And this is like requiring you to travel and scour through all these zones again. It's like, hey, I remember going through this zone my first time when I was leveling up. I haven't been here. I mean, I've been here
Yeah.
crossing through, but now I'm actually like, I remember these areas. Like, wow, this is kind of nice seeing the world again.
Yeah, and if you could like ask for a raise, being somewhere, be like, oh, I died, I need somebody like to raise me, and like in comes this level 50 dude in amazing armor, it just happens to be in that area. Like, yeah, sure. And again, this is not like a major paid expansion we're talking about. It's just something they were like, hey, here's a free thing, check it out. And so it's funny that can turn people into such vile, cruel human beings.
Yeah.
When it's a gift, it's just this free thing that you can check out. I want updates. I don't know if we'll do another editorial report, but definitely keep me updated on how this works out.
Sure.